And what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It is your acquaintance, Cheap Loots. How are you doing? The only content creator in these here badlands of content creation that doesn't have a Galaxy Opal Trophy Case player. That is my claim to fame at the moment. It is what it is. So we got some new agendas. We got the Season 1 Rewind agendas. Woo woo, bang bang, awesome. Great. This will allow everybody to get their opals finally, so I can stop hearing about how we haven't got opals yet on Twitter, which will be super sick, honestly, because I'm so tired of hearing the "we haven't got opals yet" discourse on Twitter. Like, you have a 5 million MT squad, like, it's fine. It doesn't matter. Anyway, so we got the Season 1 Rewind. This allows you to get a trophy case option pack. Now, this option pack allows you to select any of the trophy case exchange pieces that you may be missing outside of domination and centerpiece. Now, I would still go and grind for these if you don't have a final centerpiece. Like myself, I have 3 centerpieces and they've all been exchanged already. There's not a possibility for me in the next 3 days, 21 hours, to get any of the other centerpieces, right? I mean, technically speaking, if I never go to sleep and I just play triple threat offline or online or offline, either of the triple threats as hard as I possibly can, it's possible that maybe I could get one centerpiece by the end of the season. But reality of the situation is probably not happening. So, you know, I'm still going to get these just so I have the pieces anyway, so I can get the players once I get the centerpieces. So you get a trophy case option pack after doing the following things. Make 7 3-pointers with 60% 3-point percentage or better with a limitless player in a game. Now, this one's very easy. Due to the super packs that came out today, a lot of the amethysts are going to be extremely inexpensive, very cheap to pick up. Now, this is where you're going to want to shine here. This is where you're going to want to go grab some of these amies, dude, and start holding it down. Looking at the limitless set, I mean, one man stands above all. Well, Curry. Curry's out here too. I mean, if you can get Curry, that would be ideal. I don't know what his price is going to settle at because he's been relatively expensive for the entirety of the year. And I don't know if his price is really going to come off of the 20K mark. I mean, even looking at these packs, it may be later on. So it's a good idea to keep an eye on Curry and see what his end price is going to be. He still looks like he's selling at about 20,000, which I'm sure he'll probably drip down to like 15. I would say. I don't know why he's drip instead of drop right there. It just sounded correct. But, you know, you want to keep an eye on him. But Pau Gasol is an excellent person to pick up as well because you can pick him up for dirt cheap. Obviously, you want to get this done. I believe how many 7 3-pointers? Yeah, then, I mean, you want to abuse these challenges before they disappear, the basketball fundamental ones. I recommend doing athleticism. Doing the athleticism challenge, you end it when you get 5 dunks as a team. You just want to kick out. It's on semi-pro difficulty, so it's very easy to green, and you'll make whites. You just want to kick out to Pau Gasol and make 7 3-pointers, and I guarantee, like, you'll be able to do this first try, no question, with Pau Gasol and get him done, and then you'll get that trophy case reward. So that one's pretty cool. Pretty easy. Next up, we got intensity dunks and assists. Make 5 dunks and 3 assists with any intensity player in a game. Now, this one also not really that difficult. You could do it reasonably with the amethyst as well. Looking at the intensity set, Zion would probably be kind of your best bet, I would say, being that he's got a high overall driving and standing dunk. You'll want to do this one probably in the 3-point one because it's just easier to end that way. You could also do it with Tyson Chandler, but Zion's probably your best bet. So you want to pick up the Zion. He's going to be dirt cheap. Just run backdoor cuts. Just hold either, I think it's triangle on PlayStation. I haven't used a PlayStation controller in so long. Or Y on the Xbox controller. Just send Zion back cutting or just do pick and rolls, and you'll get those dunks pretty easy. And then you'll just kick out for 3s and end the game. So real easy there. You can get that done quick as well. Score 25 points with a silencers player in a game. I mean, just use one of the amethyst silencers players. Do the dunking one again, the playmaking one. I mean, you can get that done really quickly. If you do the 3-point one or the was it field goal one where you just have to make 5 shots? Yeah, that one ends super quick. But with the silencer one, I mean, yeah, you just got to score 25 points. Just grab whoever you feel. You want to grab Jerry West, Ori, MJ, doesn't really matter. If you're going to grab MJ, though, I would definitely do the 3-point one because you could just rim run with him super hard. Or you can do Ori and just shoot 3s. Doesn't really matter. Either one, not only super easy, but super cheap to do. Timeless. 6 rebounds and 6 points in the paint with a timeless player. Wilt. I mean, I'm 100% Wilt. Obviously, you got to go Wilt in this situation. Amethyst, Wilt. That's it. Like, honestly, you could go Perish too. Perish is probably even cheaper. You could probably get Perish for like 3,000 MT. Honestly, like Wilt will still have a little bit of value due to the fact that he has that duo with Jerry West, but you could run Perish and you could get all of that done very quickly in like one random game, whatever you happen to be playing at that time. So it doesn't really matter, honestly, what you're doing. Then we got Destroyer, steals, and points. Get 2 steals, score 10 points with a Destroyer player. Honestly, you could run Kawhi or you could run Bruce Bowen. Bruce Bowen will hold it down just fine. Score 16 points in the paint with an unstoppable player in the game. Okay, yeah, I mean, that's pretty, once again, Aldridge. Aldridge will hold it down. McAdoo. Wait, what was it again? I already forgot what it was, to be honest. I'm horrible at this. Oh, 16 points in the paint. Yeah, Aldridge or McAdoo is even better, honestly. Because you could post up with Aldridge if you're on next gen. If you're on current gen, just run McAdoo and just rim run super hard with him. Like, it doesn't matter. He's good in the paint, too. Shades of block and rebounds. Get 2 block and 3 rebounds with a shades of player in the game. You could do this with really anyone. I mean, Bol is obviously really good. Drummond is really solid. Honestly, Drummond's probably the way to go. He blocks a lot of shots and gets a lot of board. You got that big body, dude. Then you also get some little random packs too. Play 10 minutes with Season 1 Volume 1, 10 assists Season 1 Volume 2, and make 4 layups with the Season 1 Volume 3. So, super easy stuff. Honestly, if you're struggling on XP and you're close to Pippin, you get a lot of these. A lot of XP for doing basically nothing on these, which is super cool as well. This will push you to the finish line quite easily. Now, let's look at the actual like cards themselves. So we got Big Pat out here. Now, people are trashing Big Pat for some reason. I'm not really sure what's up with that. But people are trashing Big Pat. I don't necessarily think there's like really anything wrong with Patrick Ewing. I think people just get too gassed up on like a variety of different things. Like, I think people get a little too cracked out about certain things and certain like SIGs and badge counts. I mean, he has 15 Hoff badges. Is he going to be stroking from outside? Yeah, he actually has a 75 3-pointer. Ewing release on slow sounds pretty terrible though, but people are greening with Wilt, but that release is actually on normal. So they have his release on slow, which is kind of terrible. I kind of hate that. But he's going to be an excellent post scorer, and he should, in theory, be able to stop, paint mashing and rim running. Though I'm not sure if that's going to be the case, being that this game is like, the way that it is, to be honest. So I don't know if it's really going to work out. I mean, you are getting 2 good big men on the way with Bargnani and Kevin McHale. You're also getting a good shooting guard in Richard Jefferson. Allen Iverson is actually a lot better than people give him credit for, and Jeremy Lin is solid. Then we got the Central, and we got Jimmy Butler. This is what majority of people are going to have. Majority of people are going to have Jimmy Butler, and Jimmy obviously is going to be very good. Kind of lacking on the shooting badges, but you can add every shooting badge that you want to him. Other than that, he is, 80 or above in every single stat, except for defensive and offensive rebound, which honestly, those stats seem to not really mean anything this year anyway. He's going to probably be the best on-ball defender in the entire game. If you're someone who, and I'm not saying this in a negative capacity, if you're someone who just takes control of the small forward and then just lets your shooting guard, point guard, whoever has the ball, you're going to love Jimmy Butler. That's just facts. He does have Hoff Bully too, which will be interesting. Big player build too. He'll be good. On the way, honestly, I think the cards are good, but I'm just bored of them. Like, Jermaine O'Neal and Richard Hamilton are good. As far as the meta right now, Ilgauskas is just kind of a god if you play that certain way. And I think Brandon Jennings is actually kind of slept on. I feel like people don't really respect Brandon Jennings as much as they should, because Brandon Jennings is pretty heat. Then we got the Southwest. We got Gilbert, and I think people are kind of hating on Gilbert, but that AO release is actually really nice, by the way. If you've used it, it's actually pretty good. He's also got Jordan's crossover, Kyrie behind the back, not terrible. He's fast. He has some good shooting badges. There's nothing wrong with Gilbert. I mean, he's really solid, but I just don't think he's the greatest Opal in the world, And the cards are getting along the way outside of, I think, Kyle Korver and Alonzo Mourning. None of them are really that great, so yeah. Hopefully you didn't start this one, but if you did, it is what it is. A lot of people are going to be getting Clyde Drexler today as well, and I think Clyde Drexler might sneakily be the best card out of all the people that we're getting. I mean, Anthony Davis is probably for the meta going to be the best, but Clyde Drexler might sneakily be up there. And plus, you're getting some good cards on the way there with Arvydas Sabonis, Dikembe, Gordon Hayward actually sneaky good as well. Wally Zerbiak's pretty decent. And Russell Westbrook is the most overpowered point guard in this entire game at this current moment on current gen for sure. But Drexler's looking nice. Like, he's got the Drexler release, obviously. Pretty good. Harden behind the back's not terrible. Like, his triple threat style is Larry Bird. No, it's just normal. He has a Larry Bird's hesitation, my bad. But he's got ankle breaker, clamp breaker, hyperdrive, quick first step on Hoff, and then he's got like chase down, pogo, off ball, and workhorse, and then he's got like all the finishing badges on Hoff. Pretty good array of shooting badges, 87 three-pointer, like everything else is pretty up there as well. Clyde is really good, and when I say he's like one of the best, I mean like offensively. Offensively, I think he might be up there. People are sleeping on Clyde is what I'm getting at. Then we got AD. I mean, obviously AD is ridiculous. Like, he's gonna be. People were using Ruby AD in the qualifiers. Like, that should tell you everything you need to know. He is going to. Is he going to break the meta? I mean, not necessarily, but is he going to be very good? Yes. And he's going to lay it up over everybody. It's going to be super ridiculous. Plus, you're getting like Worthy, and Brand's okay. Peja's okay. Yeah. And then we got Chris Paul, who honestly. Yeah, hopefully you didn't lock in for Chris Paul. That being said, he's not bad. Like, Chris Paul's jump shot this year is not as bad as it was in the past. And, like, he does have Hoff glove, clamps, ankle braces, and menace, too. So there's actually some positives to running Chris Paul. Like, he's got an 80 interior defense, by the way. This is something I didn't realize before. So it's actually going to be a little more difficult than you would think to post this man up. He's actually going to be super annoying. This card might sneakily be one of the good ones, dude, honestly. Like, Chris Paul might kind of be nice. Like, he's got Chris Paul dribble style, which if you use his 87 overall, not terrible. Like, not bad. I don't like Kawhi's behind the back. That's like the only thing about him that I'm not 100% on. Either way. Now, the reality of the situation is people are going to have these cards before you. I mean, people have these cards. People had these cards at like 10:20 this morning. Like 20 minutes after this drop, people had these cards already. So my advice to you is don't rush it. Like, just don't freak out. Don't sit there and be like, oh, everyone's going to have opals except for me. A lot of people are going to have one opal, okay? That is going to happen. But they're going to drop opals in packs on Friday. If not Friday, the Friday after next. Like, 2K does this all the time. Once they release a new gem tier that's available to the general public, they're going to start putting them in packs relatively soon. The reason being, who is opening packs for a 96 pink diamond at this point? Right? Probably the guys who are addicted to packs are still going to open them, like myself. But, like, who else? No one. But if you throw, like, a Galaxy Opal LeBron with 10 Hoff badges in there, oh, yeah, people are going to be scrambling to open packs. So, calm, deep breaths, be zen. I know that's weird coming from me because I literally, like, about to punch holes through my monitor every time I play this game. But, you know, I'm not going to have an Opal by the end of the season, for sure. Definitely not. I'm chill with that. Like, I would have Jimmy Butler, and honestly, like, I actually like Rip Hamilton quite a bit, so it's like it's not really that big of a deal to me. And just get those trophy case players, though. Like, if you're going to do anything else, like, you want to get at least a couple of these, because 2K is probably not going to give out these kind of cards too frequently. So you want to at least lock a couple of these down, even if you're just going for random pink diamonds and you're not going for, like, opal lock-ins, which is totally chill as well. You want to lock some of these down, so if you do get a centerpiece, you can get a card that you want pretty early on. So pump the brakes, take a deep breath, get these done at your own pace over the next, 3.5 days, and have a good rest of your day. Peace.